Good afternoon and welcome to Double A, Adam Adrian. So this is Adam Pohl to my left, and he is the radio voice of the Bowie Baysox. And below us is Ty Kelly, former Baysox player, and I'm very excited to have him join us today. And we're going to be talking about baseball and living in the queue and what it's like down in the queue. So Ty, tell us a little bit about yourself and what's going on since we've entered the queue time.
Yeah, this is pretty much it. This is what my days look like right now, just sort of sitting in front of the computer and trying to not procrastinate for the entire day and see how much I can get done with my life after baseball now. So yeah, this is a pretty much a look into my life right now.
Well, what a weird time though to transition. You retired last season after an outstanding career, 3 major league seasons. And for you, Ty, what is it like to try to transition your lifestyle into the next phase, number one, but then also do that while we're kind of locked in as a nation?
Yeah, it's really weird. I've been sort of trying to transition out of baseball, but at the same time, I qualified with Team Israel for the Olympics in
Right.
September. So I'm like, 1 foot out the door, but 1 foot, like a horror movie or something, like someone's like pulling my leg back in or something like that. And so it's been really weird. And then with all the quarantine stuff going on, it's given me some time to try and figure out what I want to do exactly. So at least I've been able to, spend some time on at least figuring it out, even though there are no like jobs available at the moment. But it's been a learning experience, and I still do have a little more baseball left also. So it kind of makes it easier to handle.
Yeah, so baseball has not been in the Olympics since 2008, and now it's coming back. So what an incredible experience. So you'll be playing in the 2021 Olympics in Tokyo, huh?
Yeah, assuming that 2021 is the year.
Right.
It was really weird because 2020 already seemed like a long way off to have retired, and then trying to figure out like what exactly I was going to do to get ready for this July, and
Mhm.
now it's like the next July. So everything is just so weird. I'm obviously like really excited about it. I've been learning Japanese for like the last couple months. I'm still very, very bad, but it's been like something, like I'm just like looking forward to the whole experience. And yeah, hopefully one of these days it finally arrives.
Can you give us a hello, how are you in Japanese?
Konnichiwa, how are you is o genki desu ka? And the response would just be genki. So it's like, how well are you? And well, yeah.
And speaking of Israel, you played third base in 2017 for the World Baseball Team and the Classic. Can you tell us more about it and what it was like and who was on your team? And
Yeah, World Baseball Classic was awesome. It was designed to be the complete major league experience for, I know that like a lot of the guys in the Players Union had votes on, like what it was going to look like, how much money was MLB going to put into it. And they wanted the guys in all of the different countries to have the major league experience, which is amazing. And yeah, so we went to Korea, and then we won that round in Korea. We went to Japan, and ended up winning 1 game in Japan. But yeah, just the whole experience, like being flown, around the world on business class and staying at nice hotels, and the whole thing was just really amazing. And yeah, and then having success in the tournament also is really cool. It was going to be a cool experience either way, but actually doing well in the tournament was really cool to see, like the fans that we gained around the world and the people that were connecting with our team and our team's story, and sort of being the underdogs of the tournament, and then finding a way to win some games.
that's great.
2012, I think back to your time with the Baysox, but really, I was with you as a broadcaster in Frederick that year, and you hit 346. You played in the All-Star game, and then spent the majority of the rest of the year in Double A in Bowie, and even played a little bit in Triple A. Was that really the year you think, Ty, that set up this outstanding career that you had and reached the big leagues and playing so long in professional baseball?
Yeah, no question. I mean, I think that was the year that personally turned around a lot of things for me. I remember talking about the difference that year, just sort of mentally, like stepping up to the plate and just thinking that you're better than the pitcher. Like no matter who it is, that you are going to succeed. And obviously in baseball, that only means success, 40-50% of the time. But um, I just remember that was sort of something that switched in my head. And it wasn't that I did that like mentally and then started having success. I think I started having success and then was like, oh, these guys are not that good. I was giving them like way too much respect before. And I think it's just like, as an athlete, that's sort of the mindset that you want to have, that you're just going to succeed because you've put the work in and you've done all of the things, behind the scenes and you're prepared for that moment. So I remember that. And I remember telling people that was sort of something that had changed in my head. And yeah, I just think that was a huge part of what changed in my career. And it also is very weird to think back on like certain points in my career and how long it was, and how like it just doesn't feel like the same, like from that year to 2 years before to 4 years after. Like they don't feel like the same me for whatever reason, because they're so different. So it's very interesting. Like that was like such a great year, and I tried like so hard to repeat everything that I did that year rather than just like doing all the same exact things that I did before that. So yeah, it's just the kind of like the ups and downs of a long career. It's going to be hard to like repeat the great things exactly, and it's going to be hard to get rid of the bad habits. And yeah, there's just a lot that goes into a 11 season career.
Yeah.
One of our Baysox. Oh, sorry. One of our Baysox fans, Lucas Marks, and he's also been a fan of yours. He would like to know who was one of your favorite teammates and why was your favorite.
One of my favorite Oriole teammates, I would say. So the other day I was doing an Instagram live, as people do in quarantine, and Garibez Rosa came on and typed in the comments a little bit, and I always remember. I mean, he was in Bowie for and again, like very interesting to sort of watch his career, throughout the years also. But he was one of the first guys I remember, because I was minoring in Spanish in college, and I remember getting to pro ball and some of the Latin guys speaking Spanish to me, and I was like, I'm so lost right now. Like all the years of Spanish, like what was I? It was just like laid out for Americans to think that they know Spanish. And we, me and Garibus ended up rooming in Instructs one year down in Sarasota, and we watched it was just telenovelas all day constantly, and other Latin guys coming into the room and just speaking all Spanish and stuff. And I was really appreciative for those kinds of moments, and to be able to have that sort of story. To be able to room with him, who like really didn't speak any English at the time. He was probably like 19 years old or something like that. So I guess I like to reminisce on those stories.
Ty, what about when you look back at your major league career? You were able to reach the big leagues with the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. You were traded from the Orioles organization actually out of Bowie in 2013, and then kind of had a career in which you were all over the country. Played a little bit in the Mariners system there in Tacoma. You really got to see the country with your career, and now, of course, even the world. But what was your favorite major league, big league memory?
Yeah, I think that playing in San Francisco, both with the Mets and with the Phillies, because I grew up in Northern California, so all of my family could come to the games. My friends could come to the games, sitting out in the left field bleachers, um, and just like San Francisco in general. I think they have the best fan base in baseball, just with how loyal they are, how into the games they are. At like random games throughout the summer, like they're going to be packed out. It's just like an experience to go to the game, which is really cool. And obviously like a unbelievably beautiful stadium, designed after Camden, the same designer. But I playing there, like I always had success. There was only a couple of series that I did play there. And just all of the family and friends around it, I think made it just a really cool experience. I had like a game with a couple hits there where I played left field, in front of all of my friends who were like right there in the bleachers, and I could pick them out every once in a while, like if I did something and see them like jumping up and down and stuff like that. And then I had a grand slam in 2017 with the Phillies there. To just like really cool moments in San Francisco.
So, what is your current Twitter handle? I couldn't even say that today.
Ty Kelly 11.
Ty Kelly 11. You always, I like looking at your Twitter. You say a lot of funny stuff. You do a lot of entertaining. So we want to share with everybody something that Ty worked on several years ago. Do you want to give a little intro to it?
Yeah, this is like the first YouTube video that I ever did.
Yes.
My creative partner, Matt Perret, had written this, and and he was looking for some people to help him out, so we ended up making it.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, I'm Matt Perret, and behind me are some very unfortunate minor league baseball players. This is Ty. He's 27 years old, and off-season life is very hard for him. Without any income during the off-season, players have no choice but to work odd jobs until the season begins.
Hi, this is your Uber driver. I can't seem to find your apartment. It looks like your pin was dropped in the ocean. Hello? Are you there? Hello?
And even though you see these pictures and know that it's happening, many of you won't do anything to help. Nor should you. Ty wasn't born into this life. He chose this life. And you have a choice too. Sponsor a player right now. And when you do, you'll give him food to eat, a Netflix subscription, and a chance to pursue his dreams.
Who's watching anime?
You can choose the player you'd like to sponsor, and we'll send you his baseball card in the mail right away. We'll also make sure he follows you on social media, so whenever he has a bad game, you can let him know that you expect more from him. Please call or go online right now, and hurry, because Baseball America's top 100 prospects will be chosen quickly.
Oh.
I
How
loved
much
it.
fun was that to make, Ty?
That was really fun. It's interesting to like go back and watch it. Also, the language that we felt compelled to use, like, you know, not trying to like force anything on you. Like he didn't choose this life. Like now, if we made it, we'd just be like, you know, like he's poor, he needs money, like, you know, deal with it. But we're very like, we don't want to like, you know, stir anyone the wrong way or whatever. It's interesting. Yes, that was so much fun though.
Oh, honey, you tell the
Ty,
story.
what you know, looking
you tell
forward
it
now,
so much better.
obviously, you know, you can spend some time looking back, and we did, but what is your hope? What are you, you know, looking to get into here in the next phase of your life?
Yeah, so I've been writing most recently, trying to connect, you know, baseball and entertainment the best way as possible. I've, you know, planned to write some kind of baseball book, which the Olympics being pushed back, it keeps, you know, making everything more difficult. But yeah, just trying to combine baseball and entertainment, and then sort of slowly, you know, branch out from there. just writing, whether it's screenplays or TV series or whatever it is, things like that. Some sketches also still with Matt from the video, and yeah, just you know, he's been out of baseball for a couple years now and has been working at Uninterrupted, which is LeBron's company. And so he's had his you know, like he's been in the entertainment industry for a couple years now, and working through that. So yeah, so we're both kind of going, you know, trying to figure out how to do some sports in entertainment kind of stuff. And then I guess I should also mention the Advocates for Minor Leaguers group, where we're advocating for better wages and living conditions and possible unionization and things like that for minor league baseball players.
Awesome. Ty, thank you so much for joining us today. It was great to catch up with you, and you know, good luck. You're out in LA. We just wish you all the best in getting through this time and in the next ventures, and can't wait to see you in the Olympics.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It was fun to see you guys.
Again, thank you for joining us. It's been great talking to you, and it's been good seeing you again.
Of course, it was awesome.